Hey guys, welcome back to Spiritual Guidance from Nana. Got another message from Spirit for you. Yes. Yep. The card that came out for your energy, guys, was Spark. Spark. And I got two messages right off the bat. Hold on. I don't know why this is having a hard. Well, there we go. Spark. You guys have there's two messages I got from this. One, that you're going to be moving into a new spark of life. Like you're going to be sparked to do a new endeavor, sparked to do a new creation. All right. The other one I got was that you are the spark. Whatever room you go into, whatever circumstance you go into, you are the spark of the divine within the circumstance, is what I'm just getting from Spirit right now, okay? When I first saw this picture, because this is a new deck for me, it's a lady playing a violin with passion. And what it reminded me of, I don't know if you've ever seen that girl, and I don't remember her name. I think it's Lindsay, but I'm not really sure. But she plays a violin and she dances while she does it, you know, in different costumes, and does different acrobatics and stuff like that. In other words, she doesn't just stand and play the violin. She very passionately dances with the music she's playing. It kind of reminds me of that. But some of you guys, you're going to have a spark of passion that's getting ready to unfold in your life, or getting ready to break forth in your life. All right. And also that you are the divine light. You are the spark within the people's lives around you. All right. In your community, in your family. You're the one with the adventurous soul, so to speak. All right. Because the card that came out to clarify that came from another deck, and it said fun and adventure, joy. It's time to play and get reacquainted with your childlike self. Open up to your sense of adventure and fantasy. You've been way too serious and moving through the motions. Snap out of it and have some fun. So some of you guys, I think there's going to be a spark that's coming back alive within you, a spark within some of your giftings, a spark within your frequency. It's going to be sparked. It's going to be ignited again. You might have been feeling like you've been dragging, or you might have been feeling like you're in a stuck position or just stagnant, maybe a little bit, but you're getting ready to get that spark back, not only in your personality, but in a creative endeavor as well. And what was on the bottom of that was spirit of place. And what this card means is that you are going into this spark season with your authentic self. You are going into this next season with your authentic self. And you feel more like your authentic self, to whom I'm talking to, when you're co-creating with the divine. All right? So you're going to get this spark once again to open up your solar plexus, to open up that confidence area, to open up. And I really do believe that you're going to be getting some extra boost, all right, in the foundation of your life, in your spirit, man, in your emotions. And it's going to run over into your avatar, all right, into this meat uniform that we wear. But you're getting ready to have a spark come back into your life. You're choosing to have fun and adventure and joy, just like a little child. All right? I asked what would be possibly some of your obstacles or challenges, as I like to call it. And these two cards came out: new beginnings, intention, and leadership forefront. I think it says you have the opportunity to take the lead, be it in work or personal or family situation. You have the wisdom and knowledge to do what is best at this time. No more playing it safe and blending in with the pack. Shine your light, speak your truth. The reason why this came in your challenge position is because you're having a little bit of a hard time doing that. Maybe you're an introvert, somebody who is shy, who keeps to yourself, and this leadership role that the spirit team is wanting you to take is going to be more in the forefront for you. All right. Some of you, I just got in my mind's eye that you're thinking about and contemplating an audition is what I just got in my mind's eye. An audition for acting, an audition for singing, an audition for, it could be an interview for work. But you have to believe that you are called to leadership. And this is your forefront calling right now. This came in your challenge position. But the Spirit of God says you're ready. You're ready for you to step into the forefront. You're ready to step into that leadership role, okay? Whether you feel like it or not, the feelings will come later, all right? So believe that you are a leader. Believe that you're needed in the forefront, all right? And these new beginnings and intention, new doors are opening and new opportunities to hear. You're shifting into a higher frequency. Like I said, this was in your challenge position. Maybe you don't feel like new beginnings in here. Maybe you don't feel like that there's new doors opening. It just seems to be like the same old cycles in some of the areas. But don't worry, your spirit team has got you. The author and finisher of your faith, Jesus Christ himself, said, I will be the author and finisher of your faith. I will help you along the way. Just lean on, trust in him, all right? And when you've done all that you know to do, stand and see the salvation of God. In my mind's eye, I know this is totally different than what I'd be talking about, but I just got in my mind's eye that someone is waiting for something to sell. And it hasn't sold yet. And in my mind's eye, I got a house, and then I got a car, and then I got some jewelry, believe it or not. So if you're waiting on something to sell, so that it can, so you can move on down the line and get some more of that finances in, it's getting ready to happen real soon, okay, for some of you guys out there. Another card that came out for you was your worth. You are moving towards this new spark, all right, that's coming more alive within you. And this spark of this co-creation that you've got with the divine, because you have learned, okay, you're being asked to honor your worth. See, your spirit team is asking you to honor your worth. They're asking you, remember what was in the challenge position? They're asking you to believe that you are worthy to be in leadership. You're worthy to be in the forefront. You're worthy to have new beginnings. All right? So set the intention of believing in yourself. Set the intention of believing in your divine team. All right? Move up to a higher frequency by honoring yourself and your accomplishments. Do you know that raises your vibration too, guys? Not when we're just thankful and grateful to the divine for everything that he's brought us through and everything that he has, helped us through and carried us through and all that, but to be thankful and grateful that he is even standing by our side, that he's telling us, you are a leader. You need to go in the forefront. I have new beginnings here, and the spark is going to come back into your life. The spark that you've been missing, all right? The spark that you've been missing is going to come back into your life, and I'm going to bring more fun and adventure and joy. But you need to set your mind to it. It doesn't matter if you're 34 years old or you're 55, 75, 6, 10, or even 20. It doesn't matter. We still have that childlike, we still have that childlikeness within inside of us. Never, what is that saying? You're never too old to be young. You're never too old to be young. Yes, you're never too old to be young. So you're being asked to honor your worth. It can be easy to feel that we aren't good enough or worthy of happiness. This simply isn't the case. You are worthy and you have inherent value. Not only do you have value, but you are a spark. You are a divine light, a divine firecracker in people's lives, a divine light. You are a light being, and your spark is going to be sparking again, even if it hasn't been lately or you didn't feel like it was up there. You know what I mean? Bravery. You're being asked to make a tough decision that you've been putting off because of fear, which is understandable, but you do have the strength. You've got the strength and bravery to make this decision, and you will feel so much better when you do. Sometimes, guys, just, it can just torture us when we're trying to make a decision, to start something or to expand something or, whatever that case might be for you. And sometimes it can be scary. Sometimes, especially if you're an introvert or you're someone who, stays to themselves a lot, it can be intimidating to take a step out there. All right? To use your giftings, to realize that you have that spark and shine, shine, shine. This is your time to shine, baby. It's your time to shine. I'm seeing colors blue and yellow in my mind. I've been seeing a lot of green lately. I think your divine team has been doing a lot of healing around your heart as well. Okay. All right. The card that was on the bottom of that says, listen. You're being asked to listen to your inner voice. It's been guiding you to do something or say something, and it's time to start to act on its wisdom. Your spark, the spark, you're being asked to listen to your inner voice and let that spark fly. Let that innovation, take hold, take root. You know what I mean? Listen to your heart. Because your heart will always steer you in the right direction, guys. Always. Let's see what else we got here. I brought Nana's solutions. This is over 200 pieces of paper here, guys, that I got. And we're going to see what else Spirit has got for us. I want you to know. Stay to your authentic self. You got a spark within you that's going to light up a creative endeavor for you. You are going to start listening more to your spirit team. You're going to believe in your worth. You're going to have bravery. All right. I'm going to do what I always do. I'm going to shuffle and then we're going to pull them apart, okay? I like to do that. I like to pull them apart and see what Spirit has for us. Spirit, what you got? What you got going on? Ooh. False evidence appearing real. Fear. Spiritual warfare. Some of you guys have been going through some spiritual warfare. You've been, see? This is why this came up in the challenge. You're not sure if you're cut out for leadership, or you're not sure if you want to be in the forefront, because I believe you're somebody who's mainly in the middle or the back a lot of the times. You're not somebody who goes in the forefront. And 1414 was on my clock when I mentioned that, okay? Which means that God, 1, is in the foundation of your life, 4, and he's bringing angelic balance and harmony. All right? Trust, believe, take that step. Hold, Holy Spirit in one arm, Jesus in the other, and go for it. Okay? Because that's going to bring up these new beginnings for you guys. Spiritual warfare has been strong. It's been really strong in the past couple of months, guys. And no weapon formed against you will prosper. In the name of Jesus, okay? No weapon formed against you will prosper. False evidence appearing real, fear will not take a hold of or even take root in your life. We just tell all fear to take the back seat, right? Put down in the comments below, I am going to take all my fear and put it in the back seat because I am choosing to be in the forefront. I'm going to choose to be in the forefront of my life with my giftings. Okay, let's split it again. Dreamer. Forgive, release yourself and others. You are a dreamer. All right? You are somebody who has a spark. You have a creative flow about you, whether it's a flow in management, a flow in creativity, a flow in artistry, a flow in leadership. You have what it takes. Your spirit team is just trying to remind you to release anything that you're not forgiving yourself for or others for, because that can cause blockages, okay, or even stuckness. Let's do it again. Confident and creative. That's where you're moving to. All right. This one just fell out. It says time out, pause and reflect. Unexpected flow of abundance is coming in. Stand up for yourself, for what you believe in, and integrity. This is where you're going to find that you're going to be standing up in this challenge position. You're going to believe that there's new beginnings because you're going to put intention there. You're going to stand up as a leader and you're going to move towards the forefront and do what you need to do because you're equipped for it. Why? Because Nana is here to tell you, with the Spirit of God's help, that you are equipped to be in the forefront. So whatever leadership position you're thinking about, you need to go for it. All right? Just stay authentic. Stay true to yourself. You don't need to be anybody else. You don't need to compare yourself to anybody else. See? Another 4 in the foundation of your life. There's some harmony and balance being brought in to this area of your life. All right? Let's cut it again. You're confident and creative. That's what was coming out with the spark. Maybe you just have a hard time believing in that for yourself, but you are. Your spirit team is going to lift that confidence in you. Remember, I was telling you I saw yellow a lot with your solar plexus. That's the root there in that system is where your confidence, and your know-how comes from. It's like your stick-upness, where you're going to stick up for yourself and stand up for yourself. Nothing to worry about is with the Spirit of God. I surrender and I release. I think when you come to that place where you'll listen to your spirit team, but then you'll surrender and you'll release all the fear, all the worry, all the dread, all the what ifs and buts and candy and nuts, then you're going to find yourself standing up for what you believe in. Okay? And spiritual warfare came out again. The spiritual warfare is going to subside. What's next for you? Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Why? Because we're going to put this fear down, this false evidence appearing real. Okay? And let's cut it one more time. It keeps going to the same places. You're going to have a shower of abundance in your life because of it. All right? What's coming next in your life is God is going to give you more wisdom. Because look, you've got to have knowledge to make a decision. You've got to have the information about whatever. Relationship, work, job, creativity, projects, it doesn't matter. You've got to have the knowledge for that, right? Then you have to have the understanding of that knowledge. Then you need wisdom on how to apply it. How is it going to work in your life? What's next for you? You are chosen. What's next for you is God is going to give you some more wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to go with this spark. Some of you guys are going to get some increased premonitions during the day. Some of you guys are going to get some increased dreams at night. But you're going to start hold on, got a tongue tie here. You are going to start moving side by side, hand in hand with the divine. All right? And you are going to create some wonderful, light inspiring, healing material who I'm talking to. All right? I don't care if you speak, play an instrument, use your voice, use your hands. It does not matter. You are going to heal people with the creativeness that you have. And that spark is going to come alive again in you guys. All right? I hope this message blessed you guys. Until next time, you have a great day. All right? Bye-bye.